Hello everyone, I'm Maria Rosal, a first year medical student at Kyrgyz National University, and today I'm going to present a brief overview of the lungs and pleura with a special emphasis on their anatomy, root of the lungs, the bronchopulmonary segments. These structures are not only important for respiration but also have a great clinical significance in medicine and surgery. Pleura. The lungs are principal organ for respiration and are enclosed by a double-layered membrane called the pleura. The pleura is of two types: the parietal pleura, which lines the thoracic wall, diaphragm and mediastinum, and the visceral pleura, which closely covers the surface of the lungs. Between these two layers lies the pleural cavity, which contains a small amount of fluid that reduces friction during breathing. Costodiaphragmatic recess. One important anatomical feature is the costodiaphragmatic recess, which is the most dependent part of the pleural cavity. Clinically, this recess is important because it is preferred site for pleural tapping when excess fluid accumulates around the lungs. Mediastinal surface and hilum. Moving on to the lungs themselves, each lung has a mediastinal surface that contains the hilum through which important structures such as bronchi, pulmonary arteries, pulmonary veins, nerves and lymphatic vessels enter and leave the lungs. The collection of these structures form the root of lungs. Right and left bronchus. There are certain differences between the right lung and the left lung. The right principal bronchus is shorter, wider and more vertical, whereas the left principal bronchus is longer and more horizontal. Because of this anatomical arrangement, inhaled foreign bodies and aspiration pneumonia occurs more commonly in the right lung. Blood supply of the lungs. The blood supply of the lung is also important. The brachial arteries provide nutrition to the lung tissue up to the level of respiratory bronchioles, while the pulmonary arteries carry deoxygenated blood to the alveoli for gas exchange. The pulmonary veins returns oxygenated blood to the heart. Bronchopulmonary segments. Another important concept is that of the bronchopulmonary segments. A bronchopulmonary segment is a part of the lung supplied by one tertiary or segmental bronchus. These segments are pyramidal in shape, with the apex directed towards the hilum and the base towards the surface of lung. They are separated by connective tissue septa formed by the visceral pleura. Bronchopulmonary segments have great surgical importance because each segment functions as an independent unit and can be removed without affecting the neighboring segments. This makes segmental lung surgery safer and more effective. They are also important in the drainage and management of certain lung diseases. The right lung usually contains 10 bronchopulmonary segments, while the left lung generally has 8 to 10 segments, depending upon the fusion of certain segments. Knowledge of their distribution helps clinicians localize infections and plan surgical procedures. Clinical importance. In clinical practice, understanding the anatomy of the pleura and lung is essential. Procedures such as pleural tapping, management of aspiration pneumonia, and segmental lung resection all depends upon a thorough knowledge of these structures. Conclusion. In conclusion, the lungs and pleura are highly specialized anatomical structures that play a vital role in respiration and have immense clinical importance. A proper understanding of the pleura, root of lungs, and bronchopulmonary segments form the foundation for the study and treatment of many respiratory disorders. Thank you, respected Dr. Kuldeep sir and everyone, for your kind attention. I hope this video has provided a clear understanding of the anatomy and clinical importance of the lungs and pleura.